When the time came for Charles Darwin, the father of evolution, to take a wife, he adapted the most scientific way to do it. He made a list on pros and cons of marriage and eventually came to the conclusion that marriage was in his best interest. As for the proper candidate to be his wife, he could see no one but Emma Wedgwood, his first cousin, whom he'd known since childhood. Shortly after, Charles and Emma started courting, but there was a big problem with their relationship. Charles had started to have doubts on whether a creator exists or not, especially after his trip to Galapagos. And Emma, on the other hand, was a devout Christian who believed that salvation was only possible through belief in God. Charles's father advised him not to share his radical views with his wife-to-be, but Charles simply couldn't do that. He believed that if he were to marry this woman, then she had the right to know everything about him. After all, he valued honesty above all else in his relationship and wished for Emma to treat him the same. One day, Charles threw caution to the wind and talked to her about his growing skepticism in religion. Emma listened to his words with patience and gave him a gentle smile in the end. She said that she didn't mind and that she had no doubt that he was a good and moral man. And such was the beginning of the love story of Charles and Emma Darwin. The two wed in a private ceremony in a small chapel and officially became man and wife in 1839. Despite the stark differences in their views, Emma had long decided to accept Charles as he was, and she never denounced his studies or science. In fact, she was always his best and most trusted editor, never asking Charles to soften his tone in his writings to appeal to a religious audience. Although Emma had come to terms with Charles's blasphemous views, she never gave up on trying to open his eyes to faith. She wrote him several letters, urging him to view faith in a different light than he did science, and to accept God so that the two could reunite in the afterlife. It was evident that it would take more than a few letters to change his views on religion, but Charles cherished each and every letter she wrote and kept them in a safe place. Throughout the years, Emma gave birth to 10 children, 3 of whom never lived to see adulthood. Their 43 years of marriage was filled with happiness and philosophic debates until Charles closed his eyes forever in 1882 as Emma nursed him in his deathbed. The story of Charles and Emma Darwin is the prime example that love can overcome any difference, and that perhaps respect and honesty are the most important factors that can save or destroy a marriage.